I'm going to add in right now, we just finished filming the video, but this is going to be at the beginning. We've had some issues with the microphone throughout, so you're going to notice where it's there and it's not. We're trying to perfect it, so hopefully by the next video we'll perfect that. But for now, you'll notice that a little bit. This is my 2007 Lexus IS250. For those of you who are newer who don't remember, or those of you who are OGs of the channel and know exactly what I'm talking about, this is the state that it is in currently. So I took off the hood just a moment ago. I put it on the grass just so you guys can see everything in here. As I'm holding the mic, I'm not going to be able to lift up the hood. But this is my first car. And you can see I spray painted it like crazy. I know it's not in camera, but you can see the Santos Limited front bumper that I spray painted in a previous video a long time ago. And this thing's a bit of a wreck. So in the accident, a lot of things got damaged. The strut tower got pushed in, the lower control arm got bent along with a few other arms, the front crash bar is destroyed, the radiator popped. There's a lot of things wrong with it. The headlight harness has just got completely torn. So it's going to be a lot of work to fix this thing. It does still run. So even though it has all these things going on, it does still run. We're going to show you guys that a little bit later. I have not started it in a year, but apparently my dad has actually started it more recently and has been keeping the battery charged for us. It's a little nostalgic to see this. Like, I haven't seen this car in a while, and I'm pretty happy to see it. I can see my intake plenum that I painted to make it look better. A lot of little things that I did over time just to make this car look a little nicer. Even though now it's rusting, it still looks pretty good. The point of this video is not only being nostalgic, but it's also to see what did I leave inside this car. So we're going to go through the car first before I start it, just so then we don't drain the battery. We're going to go and see what is left in there, what parts are left in there, and give you a whole look at the car. So going in here, you can see the airbag is everywhere. I had apparently tucked the airbag behind the steering wheel a long time ago, so that at least is out of our way. But going in, we've got just straight up garbage. We got a plastic bag. We got some paper towels, a granola bar wrapper. More garbage in this, so I'm just going to shove all the garbage in the door. Not unlike me anyway, I usually do that, but in the door it goes. So I have two goals when looking through this car. One, find anything that I want. Two, see how much money I can make off of this. Because I already found like a couple things on the floor, so let's see how much money we can make. Does that sound like a good idea, Izzy?
Let's go.
Alright, Izzy said let's go, so let's see how much money we can make off this. So far we got 7 cents. We'll see how much it ends up being. You never know. But going into the car, I'm looking under the airbag. I need to take my sunglasses off. I can't see. We've got the old headlight harness. Part of it, this broke into like 30 pieces, so this is just one tiny piece of the headlight harness. So that's just garbage. We got the side to the dash. We've got my zombie switch that's already still in there. A lot of the dashes just come apart, especially. That was happening during the accident. That was just from how the car shifted. But a lot of it is apart. The seats are still in great condition, weirdly enough, which I'm kind of happy about. Looking into here, the dash, again, falling apart. Where Izzy was sitting too, especially, it started to peel. Even though it's been flocked, it's going to peel anyway. It's just the defect with these cars. But going into here, like, I'm shocked. The interior's still good. The sunroof was actually, like, open, so some sunlight could get in. But it still didn't damage it too much. I mean, these seats are in really good condition. I'm going to hop in for a second. And already I found a USB cable. This is the one that belongs to my little speaker. We got another USB cable, both micro USBs. I've got the under panel for the passenger side apparently was loose, so we've got that here. We've got miscellaneous headlight pieces. For those of you who have taken apart your IS, you know what this is, the brake duct, which is completely obliterated. Here, I'll come up and show you guys this. This is not in good condition. It's got little holes in it and everything. It's basically just garbage, so I'm just gonna put that back there. So continuing to the back, we had some issues with the mic just getting around and moving things, so I decided to put it down for now. But going in the back, there's a lot of random stuff back here. This is where we put a lot of the stuff. Let's find out what's back here. So starting off, this is the first thing I saw, so I wanted to grab it. We've got the front grille. with the F Sport style. One of the first things I actually installed that was aftermarket on this car. I said it's stand. Whoops. Oh well. Oh, we have a broken glass bulb. Nice. Somewhere in there. But here's the intake. So just a little plastic piece is back here. Should probably put back up front. A broken headlight cable, which is very common. This car's loaded with broken cables. Like you can see, I have this one right here. This is the whole like headlight harness that needs to be replaced because the whole thing got torn to shreds. So we got that too. We got headlights back here. Only a small piece of the front foam shock absorber. Ooh, a whole bag of change. Look, we rich. This is how we're gonna fix this. This whole bag of change right here. We're loaded, babe. We're loaded. Anyway, I don't know what this is, but we've got this little piece. I'm gonna toss that on the floor so I don't lose it. We got a bag. What's in the bag? Oh, this is like all my tools. I had just gotten tools. So this is like all the plastic and garbage from the tools. I probably should organize the garbage. A piece from inside one of the headlights that somehow dislodged itself and shot it out the back.
God, you're getting dirty.
I know I'm getting dirty. All this stuff is really dirty. Like, look at my hands. And I've wiped them off on things in the car multiple times. Like, I've been wiping them on the carpet and stuff because it's slightly cleaner. And speaking of carpet, are you ready? We have the trunk carpet. I hardly ever actually use this in the car, and I think I just put it back in right before it got crashed. Because I kept using it to build the headlights on, because it was like, I would clean it, it wouldn't be dusty. But, you know, they had other plans for the carpet. It's now out of the car again, where it belongs. Back here, the other headlight. So this is the second headlight. The first one's already on the ground, but here's the other one. This one doesn't look that bad, besides the fact it's missing, like, the inside pieces. And this is all broken. Wow, I actually didn't see that. There's a whole hole right there. Oh well, garbage. Let's see, what else?
I see Italy, I see France, I see someone's underpants.
Stop looking at my butt.
Don't have one.
Stop being gay.
How is it gay if you have no ass?
You know what? Shush. Here's more headlight garbage. Here's the auto leveling motor, if any of you know what that is. It just makes it go up and down, which I disabled these anyway. The last piece. I've been looking for these in our apartment. Here, let me get this to focus. I've been looking for these in our apartment. I've always wanted to put them like on the AirPods that have the fake ones so they stay in better. But I couldn't find them. That's because they were in the car. But I found them. I put that there. I actually found the other one earlier. And the little strap to put them together. So I'm kind of happy about that. But continuing. What is this? Oh, this belongs in the trunk. This is like the little trunk tray piece that's already broken anyway. What else do we got? We've got my old air gun pieces, which this air gun's broken, so this is more garbage. What is this vent? What is this vent? Oh! This is the third brake light piece. So this vent, I thought it was like a vent on a car. I was like, where did I have a vent like this? It's the third brake light, so this goes like in the back. I don't know why it's there, but I guess in accidents things go flying. So here you go. There's that piece.
You ready to move to the front?
Not yet. There's still something in the corner. I want to figure out what it is. Mice have been in here.
How do you know?
There's mouse poop. And I'm just going to touch this just so they can see on camera. They've been eating this paper towel. But there have been mice in the car. There's a little bit of mouse poop in the corner. And then here's the paper towel they're eating.
Don't touch your face.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to touch my face. If anything, I'm taking
Don't touch your glass, don't!
I'm going to take them off.
I'll take them off.
Here. Okay. Continuing. There's still, I think, like a little more in here. Other than that, in here, besides the mouse poop everywhere, there's random bolts that belong to the front end, and there's just like pens and stuff. It's just all garbage. So I'm gonna toss all this back in, and then we're gonna go look in the trunk to see if there's anything interesting in there. Getting into the trunk now, I haven't been in here in a very long time. So, I think this is where the mice came in, to be honest, because there's more torn up stuff down here. I'm not going to touch anything in the bottom of this just because there is a lot. It looks like they touched. I'm going to move the stuff up here. So we had just the side tray that was loose up here. I don't really want to touch anything down here because a lot of, it's a micey mess. There's not too much to actually talk about back here. The whole corner is filled with quick dry. They used that because the radiator obviously exploded and they just tossed it in my trunk in a mess. So that's loose. There's a container of leather cleaner, but I guess some of that got in there and it's dry and clumpy. And then there's just torn up rat mess in the bottom. So I don't really want to touch anything else down there just because I don't want to get sick from rat poop and things like that. So there wasn't actually that much back here to talk about.
Okay, let me go in the car.
So right now I'm going to hook up the battery because I know this is the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Right now we're going to start the car and try and get some audio clips of how it sounds. It's been a very long time since I've heard this car, so it's going to be nice to hear this motor again. Holy fuck. You know how many times it did that to me for years? Every time I hooked up the battery to set off the alarm. And right when I expect it to do it, it doesn't. Here, let me just check the oil to make sure it has oil in it. So right now I got the mic. I'm gonna go in the car and hopefully we can start it. And this is so then you guys can get to hear what I'm hearing throughout the whole time. So I'm gonna go sneak in the car real quick and hopefully it starts. I'm hoping the battery has enough juice.
I'm gonna back away. I think it's gonna explode.
It's not gonna explode. I went to go pull the key out of my pocket. I forgot. Smart key. I missed that. No, it doesn't have enough power. So that's it. I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing the car again. It's been a while, and it's gonna need a lot of work to get back to even working like a normal car. Izzy's saying his goodbye from off camera because he's too nervous to be on camera today. But from both of us, peace out and be legendary.